Hey friends, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Please say hello when you get on the video. If you see a red live button up here right now, you are catching me live. If you don't see that button up there, then that means that you're catching the replay. So please put exclamation point replay in the comments for me. And as per usual, as soon as I get this pulled up, I will have a keyword for you to type in to grab the supply list for all the things that I'm using tonight to make this project so that you yourself can make it too. Tonight, the keyword is home, H-O-M-E. Type home in the comments. Grab that supply list. Hello, Florine. I'm going to try to get my comments pulled up here really fast so that I don't miss anybody and what you're saying. Hi, Ray. Hello to everybody. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hello, everybody. Hi, Mindy. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. All right, we're getting there. Hi, Ray. Hello, Florine. Hello, Lori. How are you doing? Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you guys had an amazing, amazing weekend. I know I sure did. Spent a lot of time with the family, and John was able to take us to the zoo today, which was a lot of fun. I'm Mindy and Florine and Ray and Tammy and Lisa Marie and Janice and Angela and Frankie and Wendy and Leanne. Oh my gosh. Hi, Carol. Hi, Frankie. Hello, Maxine. Hello, Dottie and Barb. Now they're all coming in. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, Kimberly. Hi, Wendy and Christine. Hello, Linda. Hello, Valerie. Hi, Annette. Hello, Angela. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Nancy. You're so tired of this rain all week. We didn't get any rain at all. Hi, Deb. Hi, Ann. Hi, Diane. Hi, Brenda. Hello, Holly and Cammie. All right, I think I'm there. I think I'm there, you guys. Yes. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? All right, you guys. So we're going to go ahead. We have a new surface that just came out. And I'm in love with this new surface. So we're going to be doing something with this tonight. Let me go ahead and show you what it is. Hi, Cynthia. This is our new slim cut circle. You guys, it's called a oval. Slim oval. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Cynthia. Slim oval. It is a 16 by 11 and a half. So it's pretty darn big. And I wanted to show you guys what we can do with this. And there's actually a transfer I've been wanting to use for a while now and have not had the opportunity to do so yet. So we're going to do that. Hi, Christine and Linda. Your granddaughter won her championship softball game. Awesome, Ray. Congratulations to her. So you guys, we currently have this big sale going on. It's called the Last Chance Sale. And there are some items in there that once they sell out, they are gone for good. Okay, they are going to retire. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Connie. They're going to retire. And there's one thing in here that does not get enough love by me. Let me tell you that. Does not get enough love by me at all. Second day with no rain. We're supposed to have no rain until this coming weekend. 4th of July weekend, y'all. No. Hi, Cassie. And it's going to be so warm. And, y'all, I can't wait, though. We need rain. We have so many fires in Utah. Yes, definitely. Send all the rain to Utah, you guys. Hi, Betty Jo. Hello, Loretta. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Hi. Well, welcome. You guys all welcome Cynthia to the page. She is new tonight. So you guys, a while ago, we introduced our partnership with Dixie Belle, okay? And we have these Dixie Belle Voodoo stains. And this one right here, I believe, is one of 2 colors that's left, but it's currently in Last Chance. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be using this tonight so I can show you what it's all about. Of course, it leaked on me as soon as I did that because I shook it up. We're going to stain this tonight instead of coloring it. Hundreds in the next week in Illinois, and it's supposed to be similar here too. High 90s. Very, very high 90s. So I actually bought something for Willow today. Well, I bought it last week. And it came today. And I'm super excited for this. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use to apply this stuff. And I think I want to use a piece of towel. But I think the 2 that I've got in here are filled with surface wax. You know what I'm going to do? You guys, here's what I'm going to use. Here is what I'm going to use. I'm going to grab a piece of board eraser, and I'm actually going to cut this down, and we're going to use this tonight to stain this board. So I'm going to cut this just into a small wedge. How do I change my Perks member sponsor? Judy, send me a message and I'll help you with that, okay? It's relatively easy to do, and I actually have a video already that can show you how to cancel, and then you can re-sign up, okay? Heat index of 110. Check your elderly neighbors and keep everyone safe. Oh, that's a good idea, Daddy. I should check on Bob across the street. All right, we're just going to put this right on here. Just like so, you guys. And I'm putting quite a bit on there. And I'm just going to use my board eraser and spread this around. And I'm hoping this is, nope, that was probably not the best idea. I feel like it's erasing just as much as it's spreading. Let me grab a paper towel or something different. I'm not loving that idea. A wet wipe. I'm going to use paper towel. That way I don't completely get it off of there. But we're just going to stain this board with this voodoo stain tonight instead of painting it. Just to give it that awesome light brown color. Some of our ski resorts got snow today in Utah. It was 60 today, tomorrow 70s. Some places had freeze. Oh, I hate that that does that. Freeze warnings last night. You got fires and freeze warnings in Utah. That's insane. All right, I'm just wiping this across. You guys can see that it's giving it this really, really awesome look with this stain on here. So you can kind of still see that color behind it. Hi, Brenda. And just wiping it straight across, still seeing a little bit of that color beneath it. Oh. But staining it at the same time. I feel like I should have not used paper towels on. I should have used an actual towel, because the paper towel is absorbing it too fast. Let me grab an actual towel, you guys. I have more over here that do not have anything on them. I just get these rags at I get some big pieces of towel. This one is called Au Naturel. Hi, Rose. So I'm going to do this instead. And just cut this down, and that way you guys can see a little better. Oh, I didn't finish my conversation. What did I get for Willow, you guys? So every year for the 4th of July that John and I have been together, we have gone up to his mom's property in up north, okay? And last year when we were up there, John's uncle got a new dog. I wish I had some. John's uncle got a new dog, and it's a golden retriever, and it's the cutest thing, and her name is Lily, and her and Willow are best friends, and we all went out on the pontoons. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Corey. We went out on the pontoons, and John's Uncle Tim had like a ramp. It's a ramp for dogs so that the dog can easily climb back onto the pontoon from this ramp. It's like got a part of it that's mesh that dips down into the water, and then it goes into like this really thick canvasy thing. And the mesh part that goes down into the water has like I don't know, it's like a ladder to help them get back up and out of the water. So you don't have to park on a sandbar or something, and you can let your dog out to go swimming right in the middle of the lake if you want to, and then they can get back onto the pontoon, you know, or if she happens to see something and she wants to get back onto the boat. And so I got her one because you guys, Prime deals are pretty awesome right now. And the Prime deal was, for this particular thing, over $100 off the retail price, which was insane. And I've been wanting one, but I didn't want to pay the full price. So I got that today on Amazon, and it just came a couple of hours ago. And Evan and I went out, and y'all, don't judge me here. Don't judge me here. But we blew it up, and we put it in the pool. And I don't know how many of you guys let your animals swim in your pool, but I'm going to let Willow swim in the pool. And I'm going to let her get used to this ramp before we go up north. That way she knows not to try to swim to shore, and that this is a safe thing that she can get up onto, and that she knows how to use it. Y'all. So she's excited to go swimming tomorrow in the pool with Evan. All right. You guys, I love how that turned out. It's just got that very, very light voodoo, what's it called? What did they say it was called? Au naturel voodoo stain on there. So I'm going to see if I can get a video and show you guys like Willow's first in the pool and out of the pool with this ramp. But my last dog, you guys, his name was Demon. And if you've heard the story, you know why I named him Demon. Anyway, if you don't know the story, then I'll tell it real fast. He was the grandson of the dog who played Demon in the movie Snow Dogs. Like legit, his grandfather was in that movie. So we named him after his grandfather's movie role. So his name was Demon. And he was a good boy, you guys. He was a very, very, very good boy. But the first time that I went up north with John, y'all, our first year together, my first time meeting his family, the very first year together. And we're on the pontoons, and my dog jumped off the pontoon and swam for shore. And he was only like 8 months old at the time. All right, you guys, let's take a look. This is the before, and that's the after. You guys see the difference in that and how it just made it a little bit lighter, and you can almost see a wood grain in there. And I just love how that looks. Your dogs go in your pool. See? I love how that turned out. Just so light. We have there's two different ones left. There's an up and smoke that's also got a gray tone to it. But I love that look of just having that lighter color on there. All right. So we swam to shore, and I very quickly jumped in after him. Very quickly. All right, you guys, this is one of the ones we're going to be using tonight. This is called Winnie the Pooh, Pooh for short. What I love about this transfer design is that you don't have to keep Winnie the Pooh in the middle, and we're actually not going to tonight. You can totally do this in Winnie the Pooh if you want to do this in Winnie the Pooh, or you can use this just for the outline and for the oval shape. And these ovals are just slightly bigger than the oval right here in the middle. So we're going to try this together and see how this fits and how well we love it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and grab some surface wax out next. We use surface wax in between our layers when we're painting or staining or anything like that before we put our transfers down. And there goes my lid. So anyway, I finally chase my dog. There used to be 3 bottles. Yep, there was an Up and Smoke, there was an Au Naturel, and then there was a Tobacco Road. And Tobacco Road sold out really fast. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give this some surface wax on here just to lock that stain in there so that it doesn't stick to the adhesive on the back of our transfer, okay? Home is the key word. Maya has a ramp to get in and out of our cars. Jumping into the cars is how she tore her tendons. Oh, no. Your dog is always wet in your pool. Is it an above ground or a below, or an in-ground pool? Ours is an above ground. Oh, my gosh, Carol. You don't even know what it's going to look like when it's done. All right, here we go. Message me so I don't forget that you said that. If you truly love this when I'm done with it. All right. So you guys, I finally get to shore with my dog. Or just to where my dog is at. This was, you guys, 15 years ago? Yeah, 15 years ago. 15 years ago. The first year I'm ever meeting John's family. I jump off the boat, swim to shore to try to find my dog, and he is in like cattails and all of this stuff. And I kid you not, I was up to my knees in black mud trying to get my dog back to the pontoon. And eventually I did get him. And I got him back to the pontoon. But I'll tell you what, that was an adventure. That was a time I will never forget. For sure, a time I'll never forget. And then John's dog jumped off the boat too. He had a pit bull at the time named Trey. Trey jumped off the boat too. And then Trey went after a stick, and the stick was so big. You have an in-ground. See, ours is an above ground, so she's got to climb up the ladder and get in. But hi, Christy. So his dog had found a stick, and this dog loves sticks. But this stick that was in the river was so incredibly big that the dog couldn't hold on to it. And his dog was like almost drowning, trying to carry this stick back to the boat and would not let go. And so John had to swim after his dog to get his dog to release the stick and get him back in the boat. I don't think so. I do know that a lot of the stuff that's Dixie Belle is currently in Last Chance, and I haven't seen them release anything new in a long time, Tanya. They haven't made an official statement that we're not a partnership anymore, but I haven't seen anything new, and it seems like everything that was Dixie Belle is going Last Chance. Hi, Mary Teresa. How are you doing? Hi, Sandy. All right, you guys, so I just laid out 2 of my fuzzing cloths here, and I'm going to roll my backer sheet out from underneath my transfer instead of trying to lift it at one time. That is going to prevent me from getting sticky side to sticky side and having it stick together. What, Evan? Nothing. All right, so we're going to give this thing a good fuzz. I'm going to start with the top, and then I'm going to work my way down to the bottom. So anyway, you guys, we've had quite a few adventures up there. This 4th of July will be our 16th 4th of July together with his mom. And if you guys don't know, I love her. I love her. As a matter of fact, I called her just the other day because, oh my gosh, you guys, I have so many stories. All right, we're going to, while we fuzz this, I have so many stories. I want to tell you all everything. I want to tell y'all everything. You think you have all the Dixie Belle stuff? I think I do too. I think there might be, no, I have all the gel stains now. I do have it all. Love it all too. All right, you guys, hold for the next story, okay? Hopefully I don't get so distracted that I forget. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay out our surface now. Make sure you've got the side that you stained and that you surface waxed and that you buffed off really well. And then we're going to take our transfer very carefully, y'all, so it doesn't stick to itself. And we're going to position this right on this board. And I'm going to do the best that I can to make this in the center. Hopefully I do a good job. All right, so as I'm centering this, I'll start telling you guys. So I actually called John's mom the other day. And I have a new app on my watch. I have a smartwatch, an iPhone watch, an iWatch, whatever you call it. And I have a new app on my watch that tells me my stress levels. And I realized something. I think I've got that right in the center. Put 2 cement penguin statues at the top of the built-in steps and train them to come to the penguins to get, oh, I love that. You just got your Facebook notification. Oh my goodness. So this app on my phone monitors my stress levels. And my first day of having this app on my phone, you guys, we were good. All right, we're going to use Storm Paste for this. And I got just a little bit left in this jar. So I'm going to scoop this all out and put it into a color tray. And I've got another jar right here on standby. I already did buff the wax. I buffed it. I know I buffed it. Y'all saw me buff it, right? Hi, Maria. I know that I did because there was a spot in there that was tough. I had a chunk. I vaguely remember. So you guys, this new stress app on my watch, and the first day that I had this thing on, I was watching it all day long. And all day long, it had this smiley face on here and it said normal. Okay? All day. It had the smiley face and it said normal. That's good, right? My stress level stays normal throughout the day. Ooh. And I was pretty happy with that. Good. Stress levels are good. This is Storm. Storm. We're using Storm. And I'm going to grab out one of our, it's called a small squeegee, but it is one of our larger ones. And we're just going to put the Storm paste all around this border part here, and we're just going to do the border. Now this is a little bit thicker than I like it, but we're going to do this fast. Thank you, Sandy. So just the border and that piece right there. The total circle, but we're staying away from anything that says Disney. We're staying away from anything that's got poo. Just putting the border down on here. So anyway, that first day, I'm watching my stress watch. Very, very, hi Leah. Very, very carefully, because I'm intrigued by how this is monitoring my stress levels, right? And everything was normal until about 5:30. About 5:30, when it comes time for me to try to figure out what to make for dinner, and all of a sudden my watch says, overwhelm! Overwhelm! Y'all, I hate deciding what to make for dinner. It's what I like least in my day is making dinner and deciding what everybody in the family is going to eat and having somebody complain about it no matter what. I can't stand dinner time. I can't stand it. I'm going to lift it. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Carolyn. It was hot. Heat advisory until July 2nd. Yeah. I've had my watch for a long time. I just now started using it regularly. Oh, y'all. We did have a couple of places where that did dry on there, and I am definitely not centered. But we're close enough. Yeah, you like to cook but hate deciding what to make. Yeah, so here's what I did, you guys. Here's what I did. I tried to calm myself down. Hi, Diane from Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome to my page. I tried to see what I tried to think happy thoughts, you guys. You guys know, because in Peter Pan that can make you fly. So thinking happy thoughts can change the world, right? Your husband plans the meal. I just have to cook it. Oh, it works great. I love that. I love that. I actually had a conversation with John not long ago about when I asked you what you want for dinner. And I told him, I said, it's not because I want you... It's not because I really care what you want for dinner. It's because my mind is overwhelmed and I can't handle that decision in the moment, and I just want you to take that decision off my shoulders. So just tell me anything. I will cook it, but making the decision is just something that I just cannot do in that moment. And he's like, okay, I get it. I get it. All right, you guys, I'm going to lay some towels down and get this thing sprayed off. But... there it is. It's not exactly centered, but it's pretty close. Your husband's solution is just to eat out. Hate planning it. So what I did, right? So what I did was I'm thinking happy thoughts. And I'm like, what in the world makes me happy? What makes me happy, right? And... what makes me happy is my 4th of July weekend. It's one of my favorite weekends of the entire year. I love hanging out with John's mom. I love that she takes care of me. She makes sure that I am just like, that I relax. She makes sure that when she's around me that I'm relaxing. And I just love her to pieces. And so when my watch went to overwhelm, my first thought was Eileen. Eileen knows how to calm my nerves and make me relax, and we're just going to try this. Used to bake cakes for everything, but once I had my boys, I started getting away from that because they don't like cake. Oh no! Oh no! So I called her. I called Eileen. And when I called her, she had been on her tablet and she couldn't find her phone. And she goes, oh, I'll call you right back as soon as I find my phone. And I'm like, oh no, now I'm making her get up to go look for her phone, right? That's you two off center. It's hard to tell with the lines on there. But it is what it is, you guys. I could have measured it and then it would have been better, but I don't measure stuff. I eyeball it and sometimes it's off and sometimes it's not. So I called her. She went to find her phone and then she called me back. Hold, please. All right, here's the other one we're going to use. It says, home is where someone runs to greet you, you guys. I love my puppy so much. And it's so true that when she runs to the door when we get home and she's there to greet us, it just totally makes our day. So we're going to do this one tonight. We're going to make a cute little door tag. So I called her and she called me back. And I said, oh, now you're going to be mad at me because I made you get up. And she goes, what's going on? I says, well, truthfully, I really don't have anything to talk about. I said, I just miss you and I'm looking forward to next weekend and I just wanted to call you and hear your voice and tell you that I love you. And she goes, now why would I be mad about that? And then Evan goes, is that Grandma? I want to talk to her. And he stole the phone away from me. And then John showed up and he stole the phone away from Evan. And we all got a turn talking to Grandma. But there it was, you guys. And then, you know what happened? My stress level went down. Need one of these for your kitty cats. Oh, yay! All right, we don't need to refuzz this because we're going to put this part here that says home is where someone runs to greet you right in the middle of where this design is at, okay? So there's my story, you guys, what happened in the last, 48 hours. She definitely wasn't mad that I made her get up to find her phone to hear that, though. To talk to Evan for a little bit. And to get to talk to John. And we're all looking forward to 4th of July weekend up there. And the fact that it's going to be warm and ready for swimming and all of the great things. So super excited. What are you guys' plans for the 4th of July? Are you guys going to do anything great and fun and fabulous? You guys going to see long lost relatives or relatives you don't see very often? All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay this down on here right in the center. As centered as I can get this one now. I think we're good there. I think we're good there. And once I've got this on here, you guys can see how that kind of lines up. What I don't want on here are the border lines that go around. I just want the words on the inside. So we're going to grab some placement tape, if I've got any in this drawer here. As soon as I get out another roll, I'm going to find that I have 4 or something. I have some. Going over to your folks' house to have a cookout. Going to Louisiana for the 4th of July weekend to bring a kitten home. Oh, how exciting, a new kitten. All right, so we're going to grab this placement tape. Let's open this up. Now, this right here is kind of made for your transfers. However, even though it's supposed to be, Canada Day is on Wednesday. Well, happy Canada Day to all you Canadians. Colorado to a cabin in a state parks with your son and his, oh, how exciting is that? That sounds like fun. So even though this stuff is made for our transfers, I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to fuzz my tape first before I put it down on my transfer. You guys trust me. This is going to make removing it after you're done so much easier. Because I cannot, oh, I missed it. Because I cannot kick the severe sinus infection and bronchitis even with antibiotics. Oh no! Doing a boat parade, barbecue with fireworks. Oh, that sounds like fun. I wish 4th of July weekend would last a lot longer than just a weekend. All right, I'm going to cover up that border here. And again, fuzzing my tape. This makes a world of difference when you're putting it on your transfers and being able to pull it off. So normally I go up there with a whole bunch of fireworks and we do a big fireworks show, but I've decided that this year I'm not going to do that. We have a dog that gets upset. I never know if my house will react if neighbors shoot off fireworks. Yeah, my dog usually reacts to it too. And she hides under the bed because she doesn't like them. Help build a float for your church. You hate it. New tranquilizer to try this year, but really dreading next. Oh no. Cookout and watching fireworks from our yard. So we usually do fireworks, and I buy a whole bunch of them and we light them off over the river for the 4th of July. But this year I decided not to. And it has nothing to do with the animals around there. Just y'all, it's expensive. It's expensive. And this year I was like, you know what? I really don't want to spend $600 to $800 on fireworks for an hour-long show. It's a lot of money. I would rather get a month ahead in my mortgage, or at least close, instead of doing that. So, no fireworks this year for me. They don't know that yet. If fireworks didn't make so much noise, I would love it. My poor dog has to take meds to calm down. Sister says every year. We've been doing this for 24 or 25 years. Oh my goodness. You've got the same kind of a tradition as I do. Niece was either 4 or 5 when we started this tradition. She's 29. I love that for you. I love traditions. Seen online using drones instead of fireworks. I bet that'd be even more expensive though. All right, I'm going to open up my other jar of Storm to do this part. And we're going to grab out Black Velvet and Storm, and we're going to do the inside of this with these 2 colors. Now, this is going to be pretty simple for a design tonight, but I think it's going to look amazing when we're done. Traveling to your family that live about 4 hours away, going to fireworks with your kids and grandkids, historical society, they're displaying your dad's military uniform. Oh, I love that! Brother's having a big cookout. Cat is so scared of fireworks. A lot of animals are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to work from the top down. And we're going to do that paste and pull method. So I'm grabbing some Black Velvet. We're going to do the letters in Black Velvet. Except for the O. That's the only one that we're going to do with the gray, with the Storm color. And of course I just got that on my hand. And then everything else is going to be Black Velvet. That'll make that O really stand out with that paw print in there. Son and daughter-in-law, grandson are coming down from New York. We'll be there tomorrow. Oh, yay! Coming to watch the fireworks over the lake in front of your house. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up already. Oh, I love that. I do love that. Remember, you can change out your colors too. If you don't like my colors, you can always add different colors. Dad passed away when? This morning. Oh my goodness, Kelly, I am so sorry. Definitely sending prayers for you and your family. That is the hardest thing ever. Lynn, this is a brand new surface that we just launched not long ago. Very, very recently. That is available on the website. And I love that that poo frame fits on here so well. Now you can also paint your background a different color if you don't like the voodoo one, or use a different voodoo color, any stain you want to, or any color you want. I just wanted to go pretty basic tonight. Everything else just in the black velvet. We're just going to paste that right through and then come back through with our squeegee and squeegee off all of that excess so that we don't have lines in our letters. And you guys, here we go. This is the best part, the paste, the peel, and the reveal. Hi, Pam. Look how cute that turned out, you guys. I think that that looks amazing. I love it. So, so cute. It's called placement tape and it's available on my site. I'll lay that one down and I'm going to spray that one as well. That way I can take it to my sink and I can get that all cleaned up as soon as I'm done with my video. The other one I'll take to my tub because that'll fit my tub a little bit better. Oh, you guys, what do you think? Is that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. All right, we're still going to embellish it a little bit because I love some embellishments. Thank you. So fast and so easy, right? And think of all the possibilities with that frame for poo and how many things you could do with that. Thank you, Carol. All right, let's go ahead and dry this up before I smudge it. Think of how many different things you could put in the middle there. Thank you. Just a simple gray and black and white, gray and black. All right, you guys, we're going to give this just a little bit of some embellishment. Not a lot at all because it really doesn't need a lot. We're just going to take a little bit of ribbon, and I'm using a black and white checkered ribbon. You guys can see. Ooh, do I want to use black and white? Maybe I don't want to use black and white. I think I'm changing my mind. Maybe I'm not. Yolanda, this is available on the site. This is a 16 by 11 and a half, a simple shape. Oh, hold please. I think I want to use a different one. So I have that black and white, but then I also have this one here that's more of a black and tan that I think is going to match this and look a little bit better than that black and white. So we're just going to grab this right here and we're going to make a bow. Okay, a very simple bow. They look like different colors with a different letter size. All right, so all I'm going to do, you guys, just like tying your shoe, we're going to make a loop. We can go around our hand just like you're tying a shoe, you guys. And make a bow. It's really, it can be that simple. If you guys have a hard time making bows, pretend like you're tying your shoe. And then you can just kind of adjust it however you want to adjust it. Make it bigger or make it smaller. Got that? And it is big. Surprised me how big it was. Yes! I was a little bit surprised too at how big it was. So I believe these were introduced. I think it was introduced at Camp Chalk. Oh, I think that's it right there. And then they already launched it and it's already there. So all right, I'm just going to put my two little ends together and I'm going to make a smaller tail on this. So just like that, just dovetailing each of my ends. And I've got this cute little bow here. And I'm just going to kind of, I think, make my tails go out that way a little bit. Oh, I love it. It's so simple, y'all, but so cute. And I really think that that's all that this needs. What do you guys think? Do I need anything else? Sometimes simpler is better. Sometimes simple is better. Just got to get my bow to lay right. I love it. I love it. Now, do I have any glue yet? Yes. Oh, the timing. Should we check it out and see how it looks with greenery? Because we could. Put that right there at the top. Simple, but so cute. I don't even think I want to see the greenery. I mean, maybe I want to see it. Maybe I don't want to see it. Okay, yes, greenery. Thank you, Diane. Oh yeah, just that little bit. It doesn't need much. Doesn't need much at all. Let's glue a couple little sprigs in there. The word for tonight, I'm sorry, is home. H-O-M-E. Type home in the comments for the supply list for this. You guys, check out Last Chance, because there's a lot of stuff that was added to Last Chance that will not be available once it sells out. And we still have that Perks member deal too, where if you're not yet a Perks member and you want to join Perks, you can join for just $1 right now. So any information about that, you can kind of look through all that stuff when you type in home, and there's information on that, or you could just message me directly. H-O-M-E is the keyword. All right, you guys, I think we're done. I think we're done. This was a simple and easy and quick project tonight. I'm actually surprised at how fast we're done with this. But how stinking cute! Y'all! Would you hang that up in your home? I sure would. I sure would. I think it looks amazing. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything at all, please send me a message and I will respond to you as quickly as I can. And you guys, please tune in again tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern Time is my normal live time. It's going to be Sunday through Wednesday this week, you guys. I will be off on Thursday so we can prepare to leave to go up north to see my in-laws for the 4th of July. So we'll see you guys back here again tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys love this project. And yeah, see you soon, okay? All right, bye, you guys. Have a good night.